Welcome back, everyone. This is Bevan with Tried and True EDC. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Spyderco Tenacious. This is a distributor exclusive through Blue Ridge Knives. And I've been wanting to get a Tenacious for a while now. Those who are familiar with my channel know that I really like titanium knives. For the most part, I like plain Jane titanium knives. Just the raw finish of titanium gets me going. When the disarray finish came out on the Tenacious, I was really interested in that one, but I held off because I think that one goes for $160 or so. This one, $112.50. Now I know some of you are thinking, that's still a lot of money. Now I don't blame you. In the grand scheme of things, especially given the collection I have, this is relatively affordable, and I like it a lot. So, let's talk about some of the components. Right, you got a satin finish blade. The steel is 8Cr13MoV, and it is made in China. It is titanium, and it's milled out in the middle, so it might be hard to see, but there are lightning pockets within the titanium handles on the inside. It is using a frame lock. Good old frame locks. I like the acoustics on this thing too. Has a very snappy lockup. I can do this forever, but I won't. It's got 4-way positioning for the pocket clip, should you choose to switch that up. This one does come tip down. I have swapped it to a tip up carry. It's easy to middle finger flick. Very snappy. It does run on washers, by the way. I feel like a majority of Spyderco knives do run on washers, so that's not a surprise. I wished Spyderco would make more knives with titanium handles. They do an amazing job with it. Ergonomics on this thing is on point. There's no hot spots, possibly a bit of pressure right there, but outside of that, it's great. And what I also like about it is there's no finger choil. Now, there's nothing wrong with finger choils. I have plenty of knives that have finger choils, specifically most of them are Spyderco models. But I also enjoy not needing to choke up for the ergonomics to work. Right? For instance, the Shaman. I feel like the Shaman is one where it fits better in hand when you choke up into the finger choil. But not this one. You don't need that, and it feels really comfortable in hand. Allows you the full extension of the blade to be the cutting edge rather than having a cutout right there for your finger. And I am really impressed with this. I mean, really, if they started coming out with tool steels on this model, I think it would be a hit. It'll continue. It's probably already a very popular model given the price point. And I just personally haven't had much experience with 8Cr13MoV. However, I did talk to my buddy Mike, who is Boston Blade Works on Instagram. Same name on YouTube as well, but he's more prominent on Instagram. He does sharpening, puts amazing mirrored edges on his knives. He was telling me that this steel can handle business. So I'm excited to put this to the test. I will be testing this knife out, specifically the steel. If you're familiar, I've had a testing series where I cut hundreds and hundreds pieces of cardboard. So I plan to put this to a similar test. Now, moment of truth, is this sharp out the box? Well, I got some Costco magazine paper right here. Yeah, there we go. I can do this all day. That's sharp. Then again, I'm not really surprised. Spyderco does an amazing job ensuring that the knives that come out of the box, leaving their factory, are pretty much all sharp. I do not believe I've ever gotten a dull Spyderco knife. And I have about 60 plus in my collection. Very impressed with it. This is the typical hourglass clip. So let's take a shot of that in the pocket as well, just to see what it looks like when you have it clipped in. All right, so just enough real estate to get your thumb on there as you're extracting it. And it's the typical retention as you would expect from these Spyderco clips. I am super impressed with this. Again, I've wanted to get one for a while. I just kept holding off because I didn't see the right one. I have plenty of G10 models of this, G10 versions of this model. And again, they had a blue titanium one and then a disarray finished titanium. But this one, as soon as I saw it come out, I knew this would be the one that I got. And I was at Blade recently, Blade, Texas, and I was hoping they would have this model there, but they didn't. So I actually ordered this while I was at Blade show. Well, the morning of day 2, I went on KnifeWorks and placed an order for this. And it arrived shortly after I got back from Texas. Very excited to start carrying this, putting it to use, testing out the steel. Yeah, this is great. From a width standpoint, it kind of reminds me about the same as a Manix 2, so something to note. The Manix 2 is one of my favorite models. It's my most favorite model, actually. Yeah, this is great. I really like this knife. And I think for $112.50, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. Now, again, if they start putting out some tool steels or super steels, right, Magna Cut version, maybe some Crewwear, M4, right, the list goes on. But I really think they should. They should go down that route because this is an amazing model. Feels really good in hand. You get the entire blade for the cutting edge. You can add your own sharpening choil if that's something you like to do. Yeah. I really want to give a huge shout out to Blue Ridge Knives for coming out with this distributor exclusive. Lockup, slightly over 50%. To be honest, that's not something I actually really look into or am concerned about. I'm only concerned about if it doesn't lock up or if there's lock stick, stuff like that. Or if it's like 100% right out of the box. But I don't have any concerns. This one seems legit. That looks like it would be a screw to actually, I want to say it's probably an over travel stop as well as let's see. Yeah. So it is, the interface isn't touching the titanium. Rather, it's a lock bar insert. Yeah. I would recommend getting this. Though I haven't tested it and really put it to use. If you've been on the fence about getting a Tenacious, spend it. I would advocate for this one. Yeah. Instead of the G10, which I think is around $60, $70. I'm just making that up in my mind. I'm just trying to do the math in my head, thinking what that would cost. So feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Awesome. Awesome knife. Very excited for this. Let me know if you got one of these as well, or if you have any other Tenacious model in your collection and how you feel about it. I'm always open to hearing feedback. just really engaging with the community. So don't be shy, leave a comment. All right. As always, I really appreciate you tuning in, and stay frosty.